Hi, I'm Terry Bassard, and I am with the Empowerment 101 community. Are you ready to nourish and to cultivate? Today I'd like to talk to you about bringing more nutrition into your life. You know, I was recently planning on losing a few pounds for the summer. I think we all tend to do that now and then after the winter. And I started thinking, what program do I want to do? What do I, how do I want to do this? So I came up with a plan. And usually when I want to, lose 5 or 10 pounds, I'll go back to one of my books and do their program, and I'll lose the weight, and then gradually I go back to my regular eating, which is actually not being very disciplined, okay? Or I'm always a really, really healthy eater, but I probably consume more calories than I need to. So I thought, how can I simplify my diet or my healthy eating plan? And I started thinking about all these programs that were out there, and what was the common thread? What's the common thread for all of these things about weight loss? I was reading that on the internet the other day, that 60% of Americans were all overweight, and that 25% of them are obese. So I came up with this plan that's called the Feel Foods Now plan. And pretty much I just simplified. I took everything in these books and I kind of just simplified what works for me. And hopefully it will work for you. Feel Foods Now basically is about, you know what's good for your body and you know what feels good in your body. What makes you feel amazing, energized, alive? I think you know what foods make you feel tired or sluggish, or just plain does not agree with your system. Okay? So let's go over the plan. It's F for frequent small meals. I found what works for me is that if I have six meals in a day, small meals a day, that my blood sugar doesn't do this, because I'm constantly stabilizing my blood sugar. I'm not going up and down all the time. With the 3 big meals, I do that. And even between those meals, I'm craving and I'm looking for something. So if I do the small meals, frequent small meals, it doesn't do that. Next, E for eliminate. Salt and sugars. I think we all know that. I think that's pretty much a no-brainer. E, exercise. Another no-brainer. But when I go into a really healthy eating plan where I want to lose a little bit of weight, or bulk up just a little bit, I change my exercise and I pick it up just a little bit. So if I'm doing 3 to 4 days, I might pick it up to 5 to 6 days. Maybe sometimes get 2 workouts a day. Again, I change it up. So if I'm doing, let's say, yoga and Pilates and maybe a little bit of running, I might switch it off to walking and weights. All right, put my body through a whole new routine every month. All right, or when I do my plan. So change it up. All right, next would be L for labels. Are you reading your labels? Do you know, I was at Costco the other day. We were looking for some packaged meals to take out to the ranch because we weren't going to have time to cook. And one of the gals picked out a package. It was 45 grams of fat. So I said, that's not going to work. So read the labels. Next, okay, foods. F for flush. Well, 8 glasses of water a day. That's what's going to release the toxins to help you release the weight. I like my water with lemon and mint, sometimes cucumber. And I fill up my gallon every day so I know it's there. I don't have to think about it. I can just visualize, know where I'm at during the day. 8 glasses of water a day. Next, 1 meal a day. 1 meal a week. Anything you want. So you don't feel deprived, right? Because it might take you 4 or 5 weeks to lose the little weight. It might take you 2 to 3 months. No big deal. But don't deprive yourself. Enjoy. Make a date with your husband, your kids, whatever, and enjoy that meal. Next, out of sight. Out of sight is for out of sight, out of mind. If I don't buy that chocolate, I never think about that chocolate. I never see the chocolate or the chocolate chip cookies. So I'm pretty diligent about that. Next, D, for don't diet, because the diets really don't work. If they did, we wouldn't have to do the diets now, would we? All right. S for satisfy. Only eat until you're satisfied, but never full. That goes back to the frequent small meals. If you eat till you're just satisfied, you know you're going to be getting a meal in a couple hours again. Make it something small. But if you eat till you're full, your body has to take all of that energy to go to digest it in your belly. And that's where you get those tired feelings. Now, if you're like me, you are going to like or love, I love natural and organics. All right? I buy fresh, I go to the farmers markets. I know that the natural and organic foods feel amazing in my body. I do a lot of juicing. Again, that's all natural. I do as much organics as I can. You only do what works for you in your budget. And last but not least, I write it down. When I write it down my diary, I'm really accountable to myself, and I could really go back and say, oh, okay, I guess I really wasn't that good that day, or do I really, really need, an extra piece of bread, or the extra cookies, or I didn't have enough protein today, or I didn't have enough, vegetables. So you really can go back and kind of see how you sabotage yourself. Well, I hope that the Feel Foods Now plan will be helpful to you. Cheers! Here is to your inner power.